All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of the Always Chillin' podcast. Skinny Dean, the same man in the barbershop once again. I'm not in too big of a hurry tonight because tomorrow's my birthday.
Enjoy your day to the fullest.
Yeah, I took the day off work, so it's not a school night, so I can be out late if I want to. I'm going to be 34.
34.
Yeah, which is cool. I don't mind getting older, man. It's better than the alternative, you know?
Right. Embrace that shit.
Yeah.
As I said, I can't wait till I turn 50.
Yeah. I mean, 50's cool, 60's cool. I feel like 70's starting to get like. I'll definitely be feeling old by the time I'm 70. 60s. Sometimes people in their 60s say being 60 is not that bad.
I don't know, man. The way medicine, technology, and science is all fusing together, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean with
shit.
fucking AI and shit. I'm seeing articles about like people could live to be like 200 soon. Probably not us. It'll probably be like right.
Yeah,
after. It'll probably be like right after we
probably
die.
be after us, but yeah, I mean,
Like
yeah, in the Bible
we die,
they were
figure it out.
300-400 years old. Women were still having babies in the Bible at 200-300 years old. It's got to come back around one day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
We shall see. By the time you're 60.
Yeah,
Might have a bionic arm, bionic eyeball. You might have a whole GPS shit in your goddamn forehead.
Hell yeah.
Who knows, man?
That'd be cool.
34. What you got planned?
Nothing really, dude. But that's how I like it. You know, my wife's gonna make some tacos. My favorite tacos.
That's
like a
it.
lot of them.
That's
like
it.
Like a lot of them.
That's it. Sounds like a plan to me, man.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You want to talk about what happened to your fingers, man?
Yeah, man. Fuck myself up the other night,
yeah.
man. Riding my bike. I knew I should have stayed on that side of the street. Something told me. I'm moving. All of a sudden, man, I'm in the air.
Damn.
I don't know if I said.
Yeah, what got you?
It was
like a hole.
It was like
something got you.
like a post or something.
Oh, shit.
You know that was bent. It looked like they had trimmed the bushes, and that thing was in there, and maybe they called it a day or something. And I was the next motherfucker to meet it. But man, I was doing like a fucking cartwheel in the air, man.
That's crazy.
I even said, I don't know if I said it out loud, but I'm like, am I fucking flying? I'm like, am I fucking flying? Man, I had to walk back to my bike.
Really?
Yeah, that's how far, probably
Damn, you're going fast, huh?
12, 15 feet I flew, bruh.
Shit.
I had my helmet on, though.
Sorry, it's not funny.
Yeah, it was dope.
It's not funny.
It was dope. I mean,
good thing you had a helmet on, dude.
I did have my helmet
Shit
on.
would've fucked
But
it
yeah,
up.
man, I went over the bars, man, and I remember seeing my front tire upside down, like, yeah, that ain't right.
Dang.
Bike didn't hit me, but I think the bar stopped my bike. So I get up, and you know how, like, when you're bleeding, you got a nice gash in you, and the air hits it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no. So immediately, bro, I started looking on the ground for my fingers. I'm like, they're gone. I think I did that when I got up, and my finger went a little too far.
Oh, shit, dude.
Just went a little too far. Like,
was it like your bike? Something on your bike cut you? Or
no, it was the pole that cut me.
Oh, okay.
And it, I don't know how. Like I said, I don't know how I didn't get my pinky and my ring finger. It's just fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Shit just happens.
Yeah, so I'm on the ground looking for my fingers. Then I look, I'm like, oh shit, they're still there. So I hop on my bike, go home, and I'm squeezing my grip so tight, man. And I'm leaving a trail of blood the whole way. I'm like, man, fuck, that ain't gonna be good. Police never came to the house or nothing, no. But I got to the house. I thought I could just wrap it up.
I mean,
and be all right.
You probably could have. It just would have been fucked up.
It was in a fucked
Would
up
have been
spot.
fucked up for your whole life.
Yeah, the wife was like, nah, we gotta go. We gotta go, man. I was like, fuck. Get to the hospital, man, and I guess it's a good thing. I'm 48 years old, about to be 49 here January. I guess I really didn't think about it, but I haven't been to a hospital in over 30-something years. Like,
good.
they had no information on, like, the cop. I could see the cop getting a little itchy, like, shall I come over here and take over this situation? Because this guy is lying about his name. Yeah, the nurse was like, what's your name? Spell it. What's your date of birth? Like, I'm like, bitch. And I'm like, I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Why would I come to a hospital and lie about me? Yo, I'm fucked up. So we get that established. So as we're walking through the hallways, they got these little checkpoints with cops in the hospitals now and shit,
Yeah.
right? So as we're walking, I'm seeing, you know, they're all like these motherfuckers want to know who the fuck I am, man. So the dude comes in, spreads my fucking finger apart. I almost socked this motherfucker. I'm like, hey, man, why would you do that, dog? Just go get your shit and come on, man. They got me out of there pretty quick, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm off the bike for 7 to 10 days, man. It's just a fucked up spot.
Yeah.
I think I'm figuring out just how I was born right-handed, at least I think. But I had a job where you had to learn to become ambidextrous really quick, right? And I never unlearned that. I think I became either a 70-30 or maybe a 60-30, 60-40. Like I'm realizing
That's pretty good.
how left-handed I really am. But I'm right-handed.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no. Like, yeah. For sure.
Like,
I'm not that ambidextrous. I do like this is like it's probably some kind of mental illness thing, but I like practice shit with one hand and stuff. I'm like if my right hand got cut off, could I
that's
drive
I think that's a guy thing.
like I'll like drive home completely with my left hand, like shifted and everything with my left hand. Like, could I do this? I'll drive home with one eye closed sometimes, like just to see just to practice being one eyed, just in case like I shoot my eyeball out or something.
Too. I do that shit.
You do it too?
yeah, I do that shit. I think it's a guy.
Yeah,
thing,
I'll try to like I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna like if I'm air frying something, I'll be like, I'm gonna do this whole thing just with only my left hand.
The left hand.
I'm gonna open this bag and I'll open it with my teeth and shit. And I'm like,
I think that's the ultimate guy challenge.
Oh,
I think
is it?
we do
Okay.
that to ourselves every 3 to 6 months.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was just super paranoid about
No.
losing body parts.
I mean, I may get my hand cut off one day. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
You got to be prepared.
Yeah. So
They don't
I-
teach you
I
to be
practice shit.
ambidextrous with your rifle.
Well, yeah, that's kind of where it started. I think that's where I started getting worried about like I need to make sure I can do stuff with my left hand.
Yeah.
Because we would practice, not even just left-handed. We would practice like completely one-handed.
Oh, shit.
You know.
Well, yeah, that completely makes sense.
Yeah, because that was real shit. That like you might only have one arm.
Right. Yeah, so 7 to 10 days, I'm off the horse, man, and I can't even get on the sticks, dog.
Really? Oh yeah.
I'm in a dynasty right now too, man, and
Yeah, that sucked. When I broke my hand, I couldn't play video games for for a few weeks, man. That shit was rough.
I can't turn a wrench. I can't
got like
put a
mine
bike
was
together.
at least mine was down here, you know. So like when they gave me a cast, it just these two
Kept
fingers were
shit.
out.
Yeah.
So I could still like once my cast was on, I could play video games pretty good. But yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes I'll try to play video games with one hand. Like I'll work the sticks like
Some
this. and I'm like-
some games you can do that.
yeah, some games.
Some games you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried that too. Oh. See,
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm gonna be all right though.
That's a bad spot.
It's a real
right
bad
in the,
spot.
like, right in the crease
Like,
right
it
there.
was
It
to
looks
the-
looks pretty swollen still too, man.
Yeah,
That shit
my
probably
shit look
hurts.
like a little hot dog, man.
I think it's so funny that you guys have to boil meat for your dogs. I think that's pretty funny that you guys are
Bougie ass
you
dogs,
guys are
man.
vegans, but your dogs have Jana
Bougie ass dogs.
boiling chicken.
And turn the
every day.
dogs bougie and shit. So now it's like, and pugs are nosy. That's one of their traits, dog. Like they're nosy as fuck. Like
Yeah.
these dudes be just on your shit. You know what I mean? So they know your motions. They know, like going towards that door, we going outside. Going towards this
Yeah.
door, like you know what I mean. They know that shit.
Yeah.
So if it ain't coming off the stove, then they ain't fucking with it. That's how much they watch. Like if it's on the counter, she let it sit on the counter the other day to cool down a little bit. And it was just a tad bit too late. And they're like, yo, fuck that. Yo, it didn't come from over there. So we ain't, so I was like, yo, take it out of the bowl, put it back in the pan, put it on the stove, and then give it to them.
Yeah.
Fucking worked, man.
Uh-huh.
I'm like,
They're
you
like that.
bougie
dude.
ass motherfuckers, man. If the shit ain't hot, they don't want it no more.
Yeah, they're like that.
I like
We've
this
been
shit.
we've been feeding our dogs. It's human grade food. I'm not gonna say where we're getting it from because it's expensive and
The
I'm not
kind
doing
you
an
gotta
ad
put
for-
in the
not-
refrigerator.
I'm not doing an ad for them. Yeah, we got a bunch. We got like a whole section of our freezer that's like dog food, and then we just because we just have the one Chihuahua and one Lab now, so we give the Chihuahua just a little bit, and the Lab gets the rest. But it's like it kind of smells good. Like I microwave it for him, and I want to try it. But yeah, like if I
You said it's human grade though,
yeah, it's real food. It's
so you can fry
it's like
some of that shit up. Put
it's like
some shit
it's
up.
like ground beef, carrots, sweet potatoes. It's all just made into a paste, and I just put it on top of their
seasoning
food.
on that motherfucker.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, if there was some kind of, if there's like some kind of emergency or something, we got a bunch of like frozen
We got
meals.
fritters.
Well, dude, like like I microwave it for him. That's what I was getting at. Is I microwave it for him. Like if I don't microwave it, they're not that happy about it. You know, like I'll put it in the microwave, and they'll just sit there and stare at the microwave. Yeah, but like when I microwave it, it smells good, dude. Well, yeah, because I do. I give him kibble. We gave him like expensive kibble before with like real meat pieces in it already. But I'll put that in his bowl now without the human grade shit on top, and he'll just look at me. He's just like,
hey man, that ain't the shit.
yeah. He's like, where's the rest, dude? Like I know this isn't it. So now we're stuck buying this shit forever. So I'm like, I need to like, because it's the first time you get it is 50% off. So I just need to keep making like new email addresses and pretending to be a new person. Like just over and over and over again. Because dude, I can't. It's seriously like $500 a month.
That's
full
just crazy.
price.
That's just crazy.
But now they like it. But the first time you buy it, you can get like a month's worth for like $60.
Yeah, you got some bougie dogs, dog.
Yeah, man.
It's all right.
Yeah, they're just like that. Did you watch the vice presidential debate at all?
Nah, man, I didn't.
I didn't either. But
I
it seems
didn't.
like it was pretty like.
They don't seem as entertaining.
Seemed like it was pretty respectful and stuff.
They don't seem as entertaining.
Yeah, and I guess they were like actually talking about stuff, but it's like the vice president can't even do anything about anything anyway. You know, like what is?
I mean, what does the
What does
president?
the vice president
what
even
can the
do?
president really do?
Well, he can.
I think a lot. Well,
The president could sign like executive
yeah, he
orders
can
and
sign shit, but I think what I mean by that, I think,
Well, not just like he can make up a law.
yeah,
and
people,
sign it
yeah,
into-
y'all giving the president too much credit. Like, he doesn't do probably 80% of the shit that some of you people think.
Yeah, I
he
mean most of
does.
it's like Congress, Senate,
Right.
and the House.
Like, he don't fuck with gas. That ain't even in his building.
Gas is about to get expensive as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
It went up like 3% yesterday just because Iran was shooting missiles
I saw that. What's the dude's name even? What's the other dude?
Who?
I forgot his name.
in Israel.
No,
The Israeli guy?
the other
Or-
dude running for president.
Donald Trump,
No,
Kamala Harris, Robert Kennedy.
Nah, the other guy with the beard.
God, Vermin Supreme.
No, he's running for president, the vice president.
Oh, for vice president,
Yeah.
J.D. Vance.
Yeah, that fucker.
Yeah.
I don't even
Thought
know
you
his
were talking-
motherfucking
thought you
name.
were talking president.
Nah, I don't even know that motherfucker's name, man.
You know who Vermin Supreme is?
I've heard of that.
He wears like a boot as a hat, like a crazy. But he runs for president like every.
Yeah,
He's
I've heard
running
of
like
that.
the
Yeah,
last
I think
few
I've heard of
elections.
that. Right, then there's that. Yeah, there's a lot more people that run for president than people
Mhm.
know. There's usually 10 to 12 people, but because they're not famous and they don't have the money, they don't have the push, they don't have the backing.
Yep.
We'll never hear of some of these people unless they wear boots on their heads.
it's a
and
little
maybe that's
easier
why he
now.
does it. Maybe that's why he does it.
Yeah, a little easier now because you can like put yourself on YouTube.
You can
and
put
shit.
yourself on YouTube, right?
You can go
put your-
viral, but if you don't go viral, you're pretty much
Ain't nobody gonna know you.
yeah, you're fucked. Damn, dude.
Yeah, I don't even know that motherfucker's name. Shit, I almost didn't even know it was coming on. Shit, I think I was just laying around, just breathing in pain.
Yeah, I was
Dang.
looking at Disney Plus, and Disney Plus was like, you could watch the debate. And I'm like, why the fuck would I
On
watch this
Disney?
on Disney Plus?
Ah, see, Disney, y'all on some bullshit, man. That's where you lose a lot of people.
Yeah.
But they
I
try
mean,
to get
I
them
guess-
youngsters.
Well, I don't mind them making sure that people can easily watch stuff like that either, though. You know.
Yeah, I'm meh with all the
Yeah.
shit.
Like if you want to educate yourself, like they should at least make it easy.
And this shit's coming what 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks? How long?
What?
The election.
The election? Fuck. Yeah, it's like a month away.
Yeah.
I'm really tired of the ads and shit. There's 2 bills to legalize. Not 2 bills. There's 2 propositions to legalize medical marijuana that would let you have up to 5 ounces.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm cool with that.
And if they make it like they don't do sales tax on medicine. So if they make it, if it's medicinal, they can't sales tax you. So
I'm cool with that.
yeah, so there's two bills, and they're both on there legit this time, but they're already trying to like find a reason to throw. If it gets passed, they're already trying to find a reason to throw the results out.
Of
So
course.
like they got all the signatures and stuff verified this time, but there's still like the state attorney general is still like is suing them because he requested their records, but they didn't provide them fast enough. But it's like the state approved all the signatures, so it's like you guys already looked at these. Yeah. So they're trying to get it. They're trying to make it like nullify the results of the vote or whatever because they didn't provide the records request in a timely manner or something, which is like another bullshit. Like
Yeah, a whole nother excuse.
yeah,
We shall
they
see.
just gotta get it over with, man.
Like I said, I'm gonna smoke either way. Long as weed's here, I'm gonna smoke.
Well, yeah, and it's like that's kind of what's the fucking point, man? You might as well make some of the money.
You might well get you some bread too, because I'm getting my bread.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't matter to me about your imaginary lines or your punk ass laws. Shit,
Mhm.
half you probably some motherfuckers in the corner of the White House smoking a fat joint right now.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, don't use it as a ploy or a crutch for a vote either. And let the people out that deserve to be let out on that shit. There
Yeah,
should be no
exactly.
delay in that shit.
Mhm.
Should be no delay in that shit.
Yep.
The farmers, oh man, especially here in Nebraska, oh man, those mom and pop farms that are on their last leg that could have had this shit in the ground 2-3 years ago. I mean, you could be helping so many people out. The teacher that we met in Denver, Colorado years ago when they were on strike, I think it was 5 or 6 years ago, and they made their deal at fucking 11 o'clock at night. So I'm like, well, so now you're gonna be getting paid in weed money? I mean, you'd be helping so much out. We got what, 8 high schools now that are operating on a 6-school fucking budget. I mean, you would be helping so much out.
I'm looking up the ballot initiatives for this year because there's one like the the anti and pro abortion ones are like they're named in a confusing way, and I want to.
Well, yeah, the verbiage. It's always the verbiage. If people don't understand the verbiage, they'll mark the wrong.
Yeah.
Fucking,
So the protect women and children, the one that's called protect women and children, that's the one that makes abortion illegal.
see, see,
Yeah.
that's fucked up, and they do that on purpose.
Yeah, so the protect women and children, it would allow for an abortion only when there's a medical emergency, rape or incest, and would ban abortions past 12 weeks. So the protect women and children one is the one that's anti-abortion. And then there's one that's called protect our rights. That one is the pro-abortion one.
Yeah, that's all fucked up. I can see where people are getting confused.
And that bill would give the women right to an abortion without interference from the state until the point in pregnancy where a fetus could survive outside the mother's body. Actually seems pretty late. But whatever. Whatever.
I mean, all due respect to that, and I've said it before, but I just don't feel like that panel. And if you're a man and you want to fight for it, okay. If you want to advocate for it, that's okay. But the people that should be in charge of that whole deal should be all women.
Yeah, well, it's not even about like the fetuses and life and stuff necessarily. It's more about like rights.
Right.
Like just because I wouldn't do something personally doesn't mean that I think nobody should do it.
Right.
Like if it's the right thing for them to do or whatever.
Right. I wouldn't do it, but hey, cool. Whatever
Right.
you want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, would I have ever wanted an abortion at any point in my life if I had gotten my wife pregnant? Like, probably not.
No.
But just because I would never have wanted an abortion doesn't mean somebody else is in a situation where they do want one, So
And we don't know that situation.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a sticky one with me. I try to.
yeah. So it's more like just a freedom thing to me,
Exactly.
and like a bodily autonomy thing. Like you can't tell me what to do, man.
Can't tell me what to do with my body.
Mm-hmm.
And no man should be
so
telling a woman what to do or what not to do with her body. I guess I should have said it like that.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. It's complicated though, because it is like, I don't know.
It's very complicated.
Yeah, it's super complicated.
Because Because then you get accused of not like you don't care. I'm like, it ain't that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just complicated because like you are talking about ending a life at the end of the day, effectively.
When you boil it down to nothing, yeah.
But it's like, has the life even started yet, or whatever? I don't know. But like,
And
if
whose
but
life
if
is
you
more
weren't
valuable right now?
but if you didn't intervene at all, there would have been a life. So that makes it complicated.
That's
And then there's sometimes where it's like, if this lady gets pregnant, she'll die. And it's like, well, okay, well, obviously, like I'm gonna be like, if I was in a situation, I don't even want to speak it into existence, but if someone not me was in a situation where their wife got pregnant and it was like, either you got to pick, like either abort this baby or your wife's gonna die. It's like, I'm not really attached to that baby at that point, like like honestly, like I'm not
my
super,
wife though.
yeah, like I'm not super duper like,
Yeah, it's
like,
it's very
and
complicated.
I wonder, I don't know. I've never been like, I'm not a dad, so I wonder at what point that switches. Like at what point do you feel attached? Is it instant you feel attached, or you probably start feeling attached a little before that, like when it's about to come out?
Mm, I think the attachment came for me is when I started like the kicking, laying there and you're like, oh shit,
Yeah,
her whole fucking stomach just, you're like, damn.
that's when it was real.
That's when it was
There's
real.
actually something in
That's
there.
when it real. Because soon after that, he gonna be looking at you. You know what I mean? It's soon after that where he's like, "Hey, motherfucker, we here now."
Mm-hmm.
I think for me personally, that's when the attachment came. When I started,
For women, it's probably a lot sooner than that.
yeah, a lot sooner. I mean, shit. Some women know without even taking a pregnancy test.
Mm-hmm.
And can tell you that Saturday on the 4th of July in '96, that's when it happened. You like, nah, trust that shit. You be like, well. Then you go to the doctor and they do the math. They say, well, about July. You like, fuck, she knew that shit. And, and that's just the magic that they produce. That's how their body, what I mean, is designed to tell them that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but for that, seeing that move in the stomach, that's where the attachment. Before that, it was just like, nah. I'm gonna be real, dog. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. It's just like, I see this motherfucker when I see this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I was 16, 17 years old.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I see my nigga when I see him.
Yeah, it's gonna be different. Like, he'll be different for me. Bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be different for you.
I'll be attached pretty fast.
Yeah, you probably will.
Anyway, there's a paid sick leave thing on the ballot, which would make companies give people sick leave. I guess that's not already a thing. Like,
it's not?
No. So that's pretty cool. So that is
I get myself sick leave. I ain't tripping.
Minimum.
I'm on sick leave right now.
Minimum of at least 1 hour of paid sick leave for every 30. Oh yeah, you probably can't work, huh?
I mean, I could. I just don't want to.
Hard. Well, and you want like get hair and shit in there.
And shit right now. Man, I have somebody's hair growing out my fucking finger. It'll attach like that.
And then there's the Nebraska Medical Cannabis Patient Protection.
What's that?
Yes vote would support legalizing the use of up to 5 ounces of marijuana for medical purposes by qualified patients. So that's the one that makes it not illegal for you to have it.
Say it again. How are they worded?
A yes vote would legalize the use of up to 5 ounces of marijuana for medical purposes by qualified patients. So this bill would make it so if you get pulled over with 5 ounces in your car and you have a medicinal card or whatever, you're good.
For qualified patient, I wonder who would be unqualified.
We could. I bet we could look at
people with drug charges, gun charges, violence. What?
No. Hold on.
What would make you unqualified for medical marijuana use?
Well, it's not about something making you unqualified. It's you just being qualified,
just having the proper.
So it's like as long as you're qualified. Like there's not a list of things that unqualify you.
Yeah.
But usually, well, there's the.
They gonna put some rules.
I'm trying to read the actual ballot initiative. Yeah, all the rules are already written out. You can read the ballot initiatives. I'm trying to find it. All right. Here we go. All right. allowable amount of cannabis means up to 5 ounces of cannabis. Allowable amount of cannabis does not include the weight of any other ingredient combined with the cannabis, so it's just cannabis content. Cannabis means all parts of the plant of the genus can, because this is where I thought they were going to try to get it, is like just make it like pills only. But cannabis means all of it, any part of the plant, every compound, manufacture, salt, derivative, mixture, or preparation of the plant, its seeds.
Well,
or
yeah,
its
because they're going to want to
resin.
grow it here too.
Cannabis includes marijuana, hashish, and concentrated cannabis. Cannabis does not include hemp because hemp's already a separate thing. Cannabis accessories. Okay.
Accessories.
Yeah, like, you know. Let's see.
It isn't. It's no longer going to be paraphernalia, huh? It's accessories.
Yeah,
I like that. The verbiage, man. It's all in the verbiage. Is this your
I'll
accessory?
look for the word qualified.
It's my accessory.
Yeah, so all you need is a note from a doctor that says that you need that shit. And then you're a qualified patient.
Yeah, I need it now.
Okay, here we go.
I'm fucked up.
Qualified patient means an individual 18 years of age or 18, not 21. Interesting. An individual 18 years of older, and this also lets people under 18, but they have to have like a caregiver has to like take you to the
Special
doctor and all that
needs,
shit.
Right.
So qualified patient means an individual 18 years of age or older with a written recommendation from a healthcare practitioner, or an individual younger than 18 years of age with a written recommendation from a healthcare practitioner and with written permission of a legal guardian. That's it. So written recommendation means a valid signed and dated declaration from a healthcare practitioner stating that, in the healthcare practitioner's professional judgment, the potential benefits of cannabis outweigh the potential harms for the alleviation of a patient's medical condition. So all you need is a note from a doctor that says cannabis will help this person feel better.
And we know what it
That's
can
it.
do for ADHD.
Yeah,
and
exactly. And anxiety and back pain or whatever. So all you need is a note from your doctor that says, yeah, Tom has back pain and cannabis would help with his inflammation in his back, so he needs it. And then you can go buy 5 ounces.
I'm more on the under 17. Like, what can this do for our schools and our student body? And
Yeah. I feel like under 18 should be a little more like you're not smoking it.
Pill form,
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
like we're not giving 13-year-olds
like come here, take your shit before school.
Like we're not giving 13-year-olds.
You ain't going to school with 13 joints.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm there.
Yeah. I don't know if this is what that means, but I feel like that's probably how it
that's
should
what
work.
that's what I would do.
Or like oils or creams or whatever.
Lotion or
like
something.
probably less smoking. Maybe even edible would be okay if in small.
There we go.
But yeah, it'd be weird to see like 11-year-olds smoking joints.
The special needs kids.
So yeah, all this stuff's already defined. So if this gets voted in, then all of this would just become a law. And there's pretty much
people taking 30 to 60 pills a day. Could probably only take 20.
I don't know that they can really. I don't know that they can veto stuff that the people vote in on the ballots. So, like, if the people of Nebraska decide they want something, I don't think the governor can just go no.
We're a weird fucking state, man. We're weird. We're really weird when it comes to shit like that. Our government. Yeah. We're the only state that has that
unicameral.
Yeah, that bullshit. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know that until a couple years ago during COVID. I was like, really? I thought everybody had that.
Yeah, I don't really know why it's a unicameral or whatever, but it is. I do think more states should split their electoral votes like we do. Yeah. Us in Maine do that. I think that's a better way to do it.
Yeah.
Because every single farmer votes one way doesn't mean everybody in Omaha's vote shouldn't matter, So I like how it's split like that, but
I don't know.
I think every state should split them up.
I'm engaged.
I kind of think the Electoral College is because the Electoral College is for when we had to put a dude in like a horse and buggy, and he had to like go to Washington and say, "Hey, here's what we decided," because
outdated ass shit.
You couldn't call and just because now we could just send a text message like, "Yo, we voted for fucking Biden," but back in the day, you actually had to send a motherfucker to tell them how you voted, and then you just had to kind of trust that he said what he was supposed to say.
You voting? Like you ain't gotta say who you voting for. You voting?
Probably. I'm at least gonna vote on these
State shit.
on the state stuff. Yeah, on the ballot initiatives, on the medical marijuana thing and shit. You should do that too, man. Like you can go in there and not vote for president. You can just vote on the other stuff.
I've never been registered to vote, bro.
Yeah.
For
Oh, I was gonna say
for nothing.
I was gonna say, well, no, you won't get jury duty, but you won't get jury duty.
Yeah, I ain't getting jury.
You're not
Hey, if
getting
you
jury
know
duty.
me, I get you out of that shit. Just telling my homeboy, one of my best friends is the mind dog, and he don't like the police. They'll look you up, see we do a podcast. Oh, you out of there. He's impartial,
Yeah.
especially if it's a victimless crime. Yeah, that's a big fat not guilty,
Yeah.
homie. Yeah,
I kind of want to do jury duty once.
You want to do it?
Yeah, just one time.
Sometimes that shit, man, can be exciting. Depending on
If
what
it's
you in
exciting,
there
yeah.
for.
Like I don't want to see like any boring stuff, but I'll go to jury duty for a couple weeks on some huge like racketeering thing or something.
Okay, yeah. Some white collar crimes and
Yeah,
shit. Talking
yeah.
about billions of dollars and
Yeah,
shit.
see some people get justice.
Yeah,
You know.
man, trials, man, like depending on what it was, what happened, like, yo.
See Tom Osborne in there for money laundering or something. I don't think he actually does that. It's just that'd be a fun thing to be in jury duty for.
Trying to think if I was ever in
Is there
prison with a guy
if
like that.
if something like that did happen, if Tom Osborne was getting tried for like money laundering or tax evasion or something, is there any motherfucker in Nebraska that they would let be on the jury?
Woo!
Would they have to like take that to another state, you think? Like there's nobody in the state that would not want to let Tom Osborne off.
I mean, we talk.
What would they do? You know,
we're talking Western Iowa. We're talking the whole southern border of South Dakota.
Yeah, there's like nobody.
The little corner
no
of
way they could-
Wyoming.
There's no way they could find 12 impartial people.
Not even from these states I'm naming. You know, 'cause East Western Iowa, they know T.O. You know, there's some South Dakota
What would
Husker
they do?
fans. There's some Wyoming and corner fans in there. There's some Eastern Colorado people that know T.O. Kansas, northern border there.
I wonder what they would do.
Ugh.
It's weird.
You would have to take that motherfucker out of the Midwest.
Yeah.
Period. Ooh.
How would they do that? That's weird. I'm not gonna be able to figure it out right now, but I might try to figure it out.
Yeah, I might try to figure
I might
that
try to
out,
figure out
dog.
the
I might
answer to
try
that
to figure first, like
I for real might ask some lawyers at work. Like
it's gonna be a federal charge. We know that.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true. So
That's gonna be
so
a
it
federal
probably wouldn't be in
charge.
Nebraska anyway.
So it probably wouldn't be in Nebraska anyway.
no big deal. So we got to think of something smaller that he'd be getting tried in Nebraska for.
You said racketeering?
Yeah.
That's RICO. That's top of the
Yeah. What kind of shit?
So,
What kind of shit could he get tried for that would only
what's
be
laundering?
like a DUI or something?
Well, shit, they did that. Frank Solis was driving around this motherfucker drunk every weekend, bro. And that shit was getting covered up under the rug, man. Bob Devaney was driving red 79 Sedan DeVille buying pussy in the hood, getting pulled over driving drunk. Yeah, that's too little. We got what's laundering?
That feels federal.
That can be a
too.
state case, right? Laundering?
I mean, maybe it would just be like a state sales tax. Like one of his business doesn't pay sales tax. or
Didn't pay
something.
sales tax.
But that's not. You don't get. There's not a jury for that. Damn, dude. I don't
Jury
even
for
know.
that.
This hypothetical situation's hard.
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna have to
even
fuck
invent.
with that. I'm gonna have to choose. I can't play PlayStation. I'm gonna have
I don't
to
even
chew on
know. I don't
something.
even know what kind of.
I'm trying to think. If
I mean, what kind of stuff do you go to jury duty for right now? Like,
unaliving people.
yeah.
Period. Whether it be vehicular or
then that wouldn't be federal. That'd be a state thing.
that would be state
So Tom Osborne kills somebody.
vehicular homicide.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Yeah, because he's driving and he's 100.
Probably not going to prison.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, something like that. Would not be able to find an impartial jury for
No.
that. Probably.
Probably not going to prison.
Okay, that's the scenario I'm gonna try to figure out.
Probably because this is at least in Nebraska. Like when they say you're being charged with second degree assault, it carries 10 to 15 years and or $1 million fine. Okay. The average me and you ain't got that $1 million cash in a briefcase behind the bench. So what they're saying is if you got that milli or you can go get that milli, we'll take that. and we'll figure some shit out for you. But
I don't like that.
that's where the judicial system, the whole court system, that's where they, fuck black people and poor people, poor white people. Yeah, but they'll say, Suge Knight and Tupac, perfect example. That's what they did. They probably told Tupac 5 years and or a $500,000 fine. Suge, I think they paid $1 million to go get Pac out of prison. That's what they did. You got the people, and they got $1 million, $2 million sitting somewhere, and or a $5 million fine.
Rich people have it good, man.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why
Rich people have it good. It's different, like it's a different existence.
Bruce Jenner. You remember when he killed
he
the fucking people? That's what he did. He just paid that fine. And Cali's probably way more fucking weird.
I mean, that's fucking crazy that you could run somebody over.
Yeah, and that's what they'll tell you.
Was that when he was Bruce, or was that after he was Kate?
Ooh,
now that she's
I think it was still Bruce. Yeah, he was still Bruce because that was the whole ploy. That's why I think he went to, what's his name now? Caitlyn. That's why I think he did that. Change your whole fucking identity. Bruce ain't no more Bruce no more. Caitlyn Jenner probably knee deep in some right now. Probably got all the hoes walking around right now. I don't believe all that shit all the time.
Dang. There's a new bombshell report about January 6th, man. The special counsel.
Trump's January 6th?
Yeah, the special counsel.
Like some new evidence?
Yeah, the special counsel just released their whole package. And it's like they have all of his phone activity. They got all of his text messages from that day. They know all of his phone calls that day. Yeah. It's pretty.
So this could not be good.
Yeah.
For him.
So the document's in 4 sections. The first section is the case the prosecutors said they would attempt to prove at trial. Summary of the evidence. Second section.
Oh, yeah, he's still going to court for that shit, ain't he?
Yeah. The second section gives a roadmap for how to assess which actions are official. And therefore potentially covered by immunity, which actions are not official. So there's some stuff he was doing where he was acting as president, so it was in his official duties. There's some stuff he was doing.
Okay.
So I
wondered that.
Well, they're going through all of his stuff and going, this doesn't seem like you were acting as president, dog. Is what's happening. His immunity is I guess people thought he would be immune for the whole thing, but they're starting to kind of chip it. I don't think you're immune from this. I don't think you're immune from this.
Yeah, because they haven't been saying that word a whole lot lately.
They're deciding how much of it should even be made public. That's interesting. They were probably worried about riling people up more.
There you go.
Election years are crazy, man.
I think that's going to happen anyway, bro.
Trump's team's been fighting the release of the document, and the president's already calling it a hit job. The former president's calling it a hit job. This is what he said. Democrats are weaponizing the Justice Department against me because they know I'm winning, all caps. And they're desperate to prop up their failure. Kamala Harris. They're only doing this because J.D. Vance humiliated Tim Walz last night. Okay.
Did he? Did you watch it?
No, I mean, It actually seems like they had a pretty respectful conversation. And everyone was pretty bored about it because it was just a normal, that's how the debate should be. And they talked about, what's going on in policies. And my wife said that J.D. Vance got mad. They fact-checked him one time. He's
about.
I don't know what it was about, but he was just like, "Hey, you said you wouldn't fact check me."
Oh,
yeah, he got kind of pissed.
Damn, dude,
Well,
you losing you cool?
That's a weird thing to get pissed about.
Damn.
Yeah. So the FBI says that it can describe the activity occurring on Trump's phone throughout the afternoon of January 6th. These logs show that Trump was using his phone, and in particular was using the Twitter app consistently throughout the day. So they know how long he was on Twitter and shit. They're looking at it he was on his
analytics and
shit.
Yeah,
he had the Twitter app open all day long.
Well, yeah, you can see that.
Yeah. There are 3 unidentified witnesses who are also prepared to testify that on the afternoon of January 6th, the television in the White House dining room where Trump spent much of the day was on and turned into news programs that were covering in real time the ongoing events at the Capitol. I mean, that makes sense.
Well, yeah, there were a few of his staff members that were like, yo, this is bullshit.
Oh, so this is actually pretty bad for him because the prosecutors are saying so he was watching what was happening on TV. So they're like, okay, so we know he was watching TV at this time, and we know that he knew what was happening at the Capitol, and he tweeted this. So they're putting together a pretty a case now. Yeah. Apparently they have his conversations between him and Mike Pence, which those are probably pretty bad.
Yeah, because Pence was like, yo, man, it's some bullshit.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker's disappeared too. We ain't heard nothing about him.
Yeah, so these conversations with Pence. Pence is trying to convince Trump that he needed to accept that he lost.
Yeah, I did see. I do remember
Probably
hearing
didn't like that.
Like,
There's a November 7th, 2020 conversation where Pence told Trump that he should focus on how he revived the Republican Party. And then there's a meeting where Trump was told the prospects of his election challenges were pretty bad. November 12th lunch, Pence told Trump that he didn't have to concede, but he could recognize the process is over. Like, he's like, hey, man, you don't have to say you lost, but you could at least recognize it's over.
it's like talking to an 8-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, man.
Pence tried to encourage Trump as a friend to just stop doing what he was doing. In other interactions, Pence was like, hey, man, you can try again in 2024. In those interactions, prosecutors are arguing were not at all related to Trump's official duties as president. And then Trump personally tweeted that Pence didn't have the courage to overturn the election.
How you feel about
which is
January
considered a
6th
private
now?
act.
How you feel about it now?
I mean, I never liked it. Like, I'm like, all those people should be in jail, like, for a long, 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 long time.
I said they did it the wrong way.
Like, you legit tried.
It was our right as American people. That's in the Constitution.
Like, you legit
they just
tried
went
to
too
coup.
far.
You legit tried to coup. You tried to overthrow the fucking government.
yeah,
Like, you legit did. Whether you felt like that's what you were doing or not, like, whether you got riled up into it by somebody, like, that's what they did. And they're lucky only one of them got shot, honestly.
Lucky only one of them got shot.
And this year, dude, there's going to be motherfuckers all around that building, dude. And if anybody, I bet you there's a line that if anybody crosses, it's going down. I bet you.
I said the other day, they gonna introduce them AI robots to y'all's ass. Y'all try to do that shit again this time. What's gonna be guarding that motherfucker ain't gonna be human. Try it again.
Okay. Yeah, so they know, dude. They're like, so Trump was alone watching the news in real time at 2:24 p.m. So they know he knows that rioters had breached the Capitol building at 2:24 p.m. And then he tweeted about how Pence was a coward for not overturning the election while he was watching that people had broken into the Capitol.
So where was he? Where was he?
He was in the White House dining room, I guess, with the TV on, just watching. So he had seen all the like hang Mike Pence stuff, and then he tweeted Mike Pence is a coward or whatever. So he knew all that stuff was happening, and then like incited more of it, basically. I mean, whether that's what he meant to do or not, that's what happened.
And do we know how close like they were to getting to anybody?
They were super close.
Super close.
Really, really close. Yeah, there's a whole document. There's like that guy that shot somebody, like he had to shoot somebody because it was like the last. Like if he didn't,
I saw that.
If they would
have got through there, yeah,
they were getting to fucking Nancy Pelosi.
And female or not, she was a soldier.
Yeah. It
ended up that she was like not no elite soldier, but she had been trained. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he had to do what I don't think that guy got in trouble for that either.
Yeah, so
he did a couple interviews, but he kind of disappeared too.
Yeah, well, I mean, good, honestly. Like, He deserves to live the rest of his life in
peaceful.
Like it's hard that was a hard thing for him to do too. He didn't want to do that.
No.
Yeah, so they're arguing that like, so he's president, and if anything, he should have been tweeting like, "Hey, calm down," but instead he's tweeting like, "Mike Pence failed you." You know, bad. So and they're all like they have actual nooses and they're talking about hanging Mike Pence and he's tweeting Mike Pence let you down. Trump was telling his family it doesn't matter if we won or lost the election, you still have to fight. Pretty bad stuff.
These are tweets and text or just tweets?
It's tweets and text.
Tweets and text.
Trump told his advisors he was going to declare victory no matter what. One political advisor 3 days before the election said his plan was he's going to declare victory. It doesn't matter if he's the winner. He's just going to say he's the winner. This is 3 days before the election even happened.
This is
yeah.
Damn.
The advisor, not identified by name, also described the Democratic lean of the mail ballot vote as a natural disadvantage and said Trump's going to take advantage of it. That's our strategy. So like 3 days before the election happened, they said that they were going to say that voting by mail was a fucking scam. They knew they were going to lose 3 days before the election, and they had decided, like, they had all of this planned 3 days before the election even happened.
Ooh. Dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to see, man. I'm not afraid of like any civil unrest. We'll have some idiots.
Oh, and because the executive branch has no authority or function to choose the next president, all of this stuff to try to overturn the election, none of that was in his official duties because that's not part of the president's job. So he doesn't have immunity from any of that because none of it was his job in the first place. Like the president has no function in determining the next president. So anything that he did or said that was trying to overturn the election, he doesn't have immunity from any of it. That's pretty bad.
That's
probably.
a lot.
That's probably pretty bad.
Oh, that's a lot.
And they have, like, they're keeping the witnesses secret. Like, this guy is just called P9, which is probably just like Plaintiff 9 or something. I don't know. So this person, P9, had personal discussions over the phone about fake electors strategy with Trump, had repeated text conversations with other people about how the strategy was crazy and illegal. So they have phone calls with Trump telling this guy what to do, and then this guy called other people and said, yo, this plan is crazy and illegal. So they have them in their own phone calls talking about how illegal it is. This is fucking crazy. This like
it wouldn't be his son-in-law, would it?
I don't know. This like just came out while we were sitting here talking. This is a bombshell just dropped right now. This is kind of crazy, dude.
When's election day? Like when's the day that they?
When is election? November 4th.
Okay.
I think.
Oh shit! That okay. So we
up,
go through October. I don't know, man. I won't use the word excited. I think I'm just ready to get this shit over with and be ready for a whole new batch of complaints. Whoever fucking wins is gonna be the same fucking shit.
Damn, dude. The Secret Service was warned in advance about Mike Pence's safety.
And Mike Pence probably somewhere. Where he from again? North Dakota, South Dakota? Where was he from?
Yeah, something like that. Like I don't want to even say like Montana or something.
Montana,
I don't even know.
Idaho, Indiana, the home of the motherfucking KKK, and he had that white ass hair, wearing that hood too long. Yeah, that's where he was from, Mike Pence.
Damn, this filing straight up says on January 6th, Trump sent to the Capitol a crowd of angry supporters. Like,
yeah, you did, dog.
This filing straight up says he sent them there.
I was taking a shit. Actually, I remember the day I yelled upstairs. I saw the white dude climbing up the goddamn wall, and I was like, "Is this a movie? This a trailer? This some new shit?"
Fucking crazy, dude.
Then I seen the police.
Well, dude, I remember those people trying to break into that building to like stop the count and steal the ballots and stuff in like Michigan. That was fucking. I was watching that on TV.
Like
damn,
this shit
dude,
is wild.
I thought a civil war was gonna start that day. I was like, this is gonna the cops are gonna show up. They're gonna kill somebody at this thing. It's gonna go bad, dude.
Yeah, I thought it would have been a lot worse than it was. I guess I thought the military guarded all that shit.
They're going to.
They're going to now. Yeah, believe that shit.
Damn. Oh, yeah, here it is. Some campaign operative, Trump's campaign operative said, make them riot when told that protests were at the counting center were heading in the direction of the so-called Brooks Brothers riot that disrupted the 2000 Florida count. So this Trump, whoever was working on this campaign, whoever this was, heard that there was a protest, and he said, turn it into a riot. It's fucking crazy, dude. Make them riot and create chaos is the quote.
Well, what the fuck did he say the other day?
That's crazy.
I seen a clip where he said the country just needs one good hour.
Oh, he said because somebody asked him how to stop.
Crime will go away.
Well, yeah, somebody asked him how to stop all the big like smash and grabs, where a bunch of people, like 40 people, run into a store and just start stealing shit.
Right.
And he said one day of hard policing. So he's basically talking about like the purge. Like he's basically like one day of just like whacking people.
What the fuck, dog? Is that 78? How old is he now? 79?
78 or something.
78.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't say that, but it's like,
damn,
it's kind of implied.
Like, that's kind of what you saying, homie.
Well, like he didn't say like, yeah, cops should just be out there shooting people, but it's kind of like
I took it as like
that's how people would take it, though.
I took it as like everybody, like Used to be an old movie called Police Academy where they had this thing called Citizens on Patrol where the old lady in your neighborhood, pull her 45 on your ass and arrest you, or with a citizen's arrest, which I don't think would ever work today. That would never work.
That is a
today.
real thing.
Yeah.
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 I think we've looked it up before, but yeah,
It's a real thing. But ain't nobody doing that.
No.
I think I seen some shit the other night. I'm like, yeah, ain't nothing to do with me.
Well, I just don't even care. Like half the time, the victim is like a company or like if I see somebody stealing something at Walmart, I'm like right on, dog.
Get them, dog.
Fucking do
They
that
got some
shit.
more of that shit in the back.
Yeah, like they
you might need it.
Like they got insurance.
You know what I mean? I might trip, old boy.
I mean, and they write that into their profit and loss, dude. Like they accept that people are going to steal shit already. Like they already plan for it. It's in their projections, like whatever.
Yeah, don't walk up on me in Walmart and ask me that I see somebody stealing something because I'm gonna say no.
If somebody's like beating on their 10-year-old in the street or something, that seems a little different. But
I'm gonna get out and whoop his ass.
Yeah,
that's a free
I'm
ass whooping.
I'm at least gonna say something.
Yeah, I look at those as freebies.
Yeah, but if the victim is like Walmart, I don't really care.
Yeah.
If I watch somebody steal gas from the gas station,
go get that shit.
I'm not calling the cops.
Go get that shit. I ain't calling the police. I think old boy in the alley was smoking some shit. And I was like, hey.
Yeah, whatever you got to do to get through the day,
hey,
man. Like,
you got your high, I got mine.
Yeah. Whatever helps you carry those bags around.
That's it.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, it's like you got a hard life, man. You haven't even been inside in a couple years. You can smoke crack if you want to.
Go ahead, do your thing, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about it.
I
kind of get it. I probably would too.
Yeah.
Like there's probably a certain amount of time being homeless where you're like,
well, I got
meth looks pretty good right now. Like,
tell you about the guy here across the alley. Great guy, cut his hair. Was homeless for 18 years. This is his first house in 17 years.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, man.
For real.
Got his car, got him a couple Harleys. They're used, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One's like a 88. Now I'm like, well, man, you doing your fucking shit, man. But to fathom that, to not have been under a roof for 18 years.
I mean, I think I'd give up before 18 years, honestly. Like the winters around here, man, are fucking.
It's hard to be homeless in Nebraska.
Harsh.
The summers.
Oh yeah,
I mean, even the falls, bro. You don't know what the falls. Shit. It's gonna be 90-something degrees this weekend, or it could be. I think I saw up north it was already 28 to fucking degrees last night. Yeah, it would be hard to be homeless here. There's so much shit I would do before I would do 18 years homeless on the streets.
I mean, some people just don't have any option, you know. Like some people legit have nobody.
I'm going to jail.
You know, yeah,
I'm going to prison
or something. Yeah.
I'm gonna do something. Suck a cop, rob a bank, and I've seen plenty of guys do that. Where they were homeless living on the streets, and in prison, if you work in the plate shop, if you work in the plate shop, the tool and die shop, upholstery shop, laundry, like you're on an hourly wage. Like when I was in there 13, 14 years ago, if you say you worked in the tool and die shop, you're $5.78 an hour. Shit, I think that's $500-$600 something a month in prison, and you're in here 5, 6, 7, 8 years, 10 years, 12 years. You're gonna walk out here with a nice chunk of change. Where when you came in, you were homeless. Now you got a chance to get you an apartment, get you a car, and get your life together. I know several guys that did that.
Well, it's probably not that hard to go to jail. Like you just walk over there and put a brick through one of those cop car windows,
and you're gonna go to jail.
Go to jail. Like it's not
it's
not like you got to assault somebody or something.
Right. I need longer than that though.
I mean, just do it a bunch of times.
If I'm flat on my ass like that, I ain't got nobody and nothing and nowhere. Yeah, I need a little bit longer than that, so I can get my shit together.
Just do it a bunch of times.
Yeah, I tried to apply in the plate shop when I got to prison, and they basically told me, "This is gonna fuck you up. You ain't gonna be here long enough." Yeah, I was like
by the time you get good at this, you're gonna be gone. Basically, is that what they were getting at? Or
nah, most of the people that work in the shops and shit here in Nebraska, they're 10 years and up. They know they're gonna get that labor out of you for the next 10, 15, 20, 25 years.
I see.
So yeah, I wasn't gonna be there long enough. So I was like, oh well, fuck, supposed to do. So I made $1.21 a day. You got $1.21 slot. And these has probably changed. Maybe not though. I don't know. You had $1.21 slot, $2.25 slot, and then if you was making $3.78, you was a bad motherfucker in there.
Yeah, 378.
Yeah, you was a
That's
bad
all right.
motherfucker in there. I think I budgeted. I could live for a month off of everything that I liked and everything that I knew I liked. I didn't get anything extra. No bullshit that I might or might not eat. I got shit that I knew I was gonna eat. I could live off of $35 a month.
Dang,
$35 a month, easy.
it's pretty good. Different. It's different. I bet it's probably like $70 now.
I'm gonna have to check on that too. What the wages are in prison now? Because I'm talking 13, 14 years ago.
Let's see, Nebraska prison work wages. Yeah, see, this is talking about like correctional officers. So here we go.
Yeah, they ain't gonna tell you you may pay. They gonna tell you about the outside shit.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anyways, that's all the time we got. I gotta go get my birthday rolling, man. Thanks for listening. This fly's been
Motherfucker.
fucking bugging me, dude. It's like there's been like super flies in my house. I'm running around
Big
I'm
motherfuckers,
like,
man. Like, where these motherfuckers
well, they're
coming
like
from?
they're like fast and smart, and like I had one in my house for like 3 days that I couldn't kill. Like there was like an hour every day where I'd try to get it and I just couldn't do it.
Man, been on some freaky shit, man. There, what was it? I'll send it to you. This TikTok video or like odd jobs, conspiracy theory shit. I've been on that shit again. And he said, "I'm not gonna tell you that I changed batteries in birds." And the video cut off. So I'm looking at birds, black squirrels, and these big ass flies. I like that big ass fly, man. That's a fucking drone.
Yeah, I'm running around. I got like a towel. I'm like, chow, chow. I'm clapping all over.
Changing batteries and flies and shit.
Anyway, time to go. Thanks for listening. Tell your friends to listen too, and I hope you guys have the best week you've ever had. See ya.